Whoo! Okay, we are live. We are so live. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna record a little bit of this on my Insta 360 because I have vlogs to film for February, and so I need to start filming some February stuff. Even though, God, February is only just a couple days away. Uh, Today is Lippy, brought to you by two different companies today. Lip oil and warm beige from Summer Fridays, and then Charlotte Tilbury cinematic red like matte lipstick. Together created this, which is going to probably get messed up in the half hour that I'm going to be here with you guys. So we are doing that. Guys and dolls, January has been a whole year, huh? Like it's been a whole year. I feel like it's still happening, and it's going to happen throughout the rest of the week. Like, how is this a thing? Why are we still in January? I don't understand. I made my own coffee today because it's like, what does my phone say? This morning when I woke up, it was 4 degrees. So there's that. Right now, currently, it is 21, but the feel like is 18. So one of the better days we're having. I think there's a day this week. If you look at the 10-day, there's a day this week where our low is 1 degree. And I just find myself, I'm always saying now, why do I live somewhere where my face hurts all the time? Why do I live somewhere where my face has to hurt because of the winter all the time? I would turn my laptop so you guys can see all the snow, but I left the link to the newest vlog in the chat. So if you stop by, or maybe you don't want to stick around for long, you prefer the vlog instead, you can click right on that and you can watch it because it's new. It came out 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, and it could use your help. The channel as a whole right now could use a lot of help, but it's weird because like a lot of the views I get come from people who live in this general area of the country. And I feel like between the snow and the Arctic air and just everything that is going on out there, all the unrest and the bullshit happening in Minnesota, it's just hard to be happy. And so it's hard to watch a vlog. It's hard to watch a live. It's hard to do things without feeling a little icky about it, at least for me. Either that or just like I'm a little bit more boring than usual than I was last year so far, and I don't know what I'm doing. Hair's back. I just put red lipstick on and I prayed. When I tell you that the cold has turned me into someone who just does not want to do much of anything, I mean that sincerely. Like, I don't want to do anything. I even told people, like, if it's less than like 15 degrees outside at any given moment, please don't invite me nowhere. Please don't invite me nowhere. I don't want to see it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to experience it. I just kind of want to survive. And just yesterday, and you'll see it in the vlog that I posted today, I went to go see Just in Time. Luckily, that's in the like higher part of the theater district, not necessarily close to Times Square, but far enough so that I could just take the local and just take it a few stops down and then literally come right back home. And that's what I did. Like, if that theater was like anywhere, God, if it was like the Hudson or something, I'd been like, I'm not doing this. But also, my husband bought me the ticket for my birthday. So Just in Time is the story of Bobby Darin, told through the eyes and talents and dance moves and singing voice of one Mr. Jonathan Groff. And it was exceptional. I know that Jeremy Jordan's going to take over the role. I think sometime in February. Don't quote me. I have to go back and see Jeremy do it. Like, it's just, it was so good. And the way that they did it, it had such nuance and it had such just depth to it, but it was also fast paced and like really making a point to tell you the story as fast as he lived his life in a way. Because the man moved quick. Because from a young age, he was told pretty early in life that like he didn't have a lot of time, and so let's get rid of that pop up. That's my pop up telling me to go live. I am live. And so when you get told that kind of information at such a young age, I think they told him when he was like 16 or something, you sort of live your life a little differently, right? Because now any moment could be your last. And so you just kind of go, go, go. And that's how he lived his life. And he did so many incredible things, won a Golden Globe, won Grammys, it was, what a life. Found out he was from East Harlem and went to Bronx Science. I was like, okay, wow, like true New Yorker through and through. I did a zero sugar French vanilla creamer with one in the Nespresso pods. I think it's Roma. Don't quote me. But yeah, I didn't want to go outside and get coffee. I don't want to be out there if I don't have to be. As always, when you see me looking through my phone, I am looking for my notes. Guys, in the newest vlog, it's funny because you see me try to do Pilates for the first time in ages. And I used to do Pilates when I was a little bit skinnier, back when I was practically starving myself to get there. Um, wouldn't recommend that diet. Anyway, I tried it again as a plus size person, and boy, was that difficult. Like that was something that just, and it's not like it's not impossible. It just told me that like as a plus size person and being in this body, I haven't been moving my body enough, because plus size people are pretty agile too, and they can move their body pretty fluidly if they do it all the time, and I just haven't been. And so I am rusty. I think after this live, I'm going to attempt a class and just kind of see where I am, because I've been doing it and trying to get the move sets down and trying to figure out my balance, and it's hard. Also because like my chest is big too. That was always a hard thing, even when I was a little bit skinnier. Just trying to do that stuff with the bigger chest. Yikes. So January, let's talk about it. January was one to remember in that I learned a lot. I got through a lot. A lot of it I didn't really talk about, but that's okay. I keep things to myself once in a blue, just because some things you have to keep for you. Um, I've been on an emotional roller coaster this month. If it wasn't something about my neck pain, it was something about. See, I say the neck pain, and I fix my posture immediately because I'm like, I've got the pain specialist in my brain, ensuring, like, telling me to like fix my posture. Anyway, if it wasn't like the pain in the neck and the back, it was, just people who weren't fulfilling me and fulfilling my needs the way I wanted to. If it wasn't that, it was just the the general like being down because of the winter season. So there was always that. And also just, having another birthday pass without my mom. So, January was a roller coaster. It really truly was. And I wish I could explain more about, you know, how that really felt for me, but it was just up and down quite a bit. I forget the feeling. It's always going to start now in the new year, where in the new year into my birthday, I'm always going to feel sad about my mother not being with me and being here with me to give me that hug and give me that support. And especially, you know, I turned 39 this year, which means I'm going to be 40 next year. And to know that she didn't make it with me to 40, you know? She didn't make it to 70. We celebrated her birthday last year. She was supposed to be 70. And it's just all around those first couple of weeks in December and January are going to be, they're always going to be hard, but they were very hard this year. Um, so I did that, but I had a lot of ups too. You know, I went to Cooperstown. It was my first time there. I hope you. Fine. I went to Cooperstown for the first time ever. I'd never been. It's about a 3.5 hour drive upstate. I get the feeling that that guy's going to get into an argument with the other guy soon. Just like two more honks. Okay. And it was great. I'm a baseball girly, if you guys don't know already. I hope to take you guys to a couple games this season, this vlogging year, because I didn't get to do it last year. We were doing okay for a little while. I'm a Yankee fan. We were doing okay for a little while, but just didn't really find the time to get to a game, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna change that. And so we went to Cooperstown during a snowstorm, so like, and not in the greatest car. So there were a few moments where we legitimately thought we were probably going to get stuck and stuck somewhere in the wilderness near Cooperstown. Luckily, that didn't happen. It was a short vlog, which means I like to think of it as I had a lot of fun because I didn't record a lot. I didn't record a lot, so it meant that that vlog was pretty short. It's less than 10 minutes. Go onto my channel and watch it if you'd like. It's a fun one. I sing, I dance in it. I'm having fun in it, you know? Just generally, just good. And then, you know, we had the IKEA trip too, and we got this guy. Still need to get the handles. If my husband watches this eventually, we need the handles, babe. I want the handles. Yeah. Don't forget that. See, this guy's he's going to argue with that guy. I could sniff it. So there were a lot of highs. There were a lot of highs. There were a lot of emotional lows. I had a few people in my life that I had to decide to let go and cut off for my own mental well-being, because I just can't fathom in 2026 still dealing with people that are okay with treating me like garbage. And so you do away with it, you know? You do away with it. And what does it mean? It means my phone is dry. A lot of people don't call or text, but my boundaries are as high as they've ever been. There's a lot of people I don't see. There's a lot of people I don't talk to. There's a lot of people whose shit I just don't take anymore because it's annoying to me. That's as real as I can make it without sounding like an ass, but it's true. Some wins for January. I showed up here when I said I was going to. I posted when I said I was going to. I even had to add an additional video, which was the Cooperstown vlog, which is probably also why it was so short, because it was one I didn't plan for, because the trip was so up in the air. We didn't know if we were going to do it. Just generally, like, guys, a huge chunk of ice just hit my AC. That was frightening. Super frightening. Oh my god. I just want the weather to warm up so we can get rid of all this, or at least like hey, let's bring some of the snow melters uptown, shall we? Like, what are we waiting for? Or at least bring them to go to Queens and Brooklyn, some parts. Anyway, so yeah, some personal wins. You know, staying consistent here. My productivity was crazy through the roof. If you look at my Notion calendar, I got so much done. I'm just like, I posted every single piece of content I wanted to, even the surprise posts. I showed up even when only like 2 people would show up here with me. Prime example of this live stream. It's usually like the same 4 or 5 people, but I love you guys, and you guys know that I would do almost anything except rob a bank for you. and just, really trying my best to get the rest I needed, find some answers about my neck. Like, I was really productive in just trying to figure out what a new year for Allie and her body looks like, feels like. Got my hair done, then ruined my hair. It's hair, it grows. I don't care. So January was an interesting one, and I'm hoping I don't have to deal with the neck pain too much longer. I think we might have to move past the painkillers. I've been on them for like 5 days now, or something like that, more than that. And I feel a little bit of a difference, but not enough to really say anything's happening. I might want to do like a shot or something, like just go directly into the nerve and shut it all down. I don't know. So, we're doing the best we can with the rest of January. I have one more video coming out on Saturday that I'm literally going to start editing in a few hours into tomorrow, and then hopefully I can get it out on Saturday. It's a voiceover, so usually those don't take me too long. It's mostly the audio that I have to work on and make sure the audio is good. So there's that. For February. Okay, let's talk about February a little bit. Finishing my coffee. It was good. It was good. I probably would have done a different creamer. February is looking to be a pretty easy month, only because I did so much here in January to try to give the channel a proper, like, established footing for the year. I did so much that I'm tired. And so, in the spirit of winter being the time when you're supposed to relax, I'm going to relax. So this month I had 8 videos. Next month will be 6 videos. 6 videos. And a lot of them are going to be vlogs. And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of them are going to be probably me at home. I'm not going to be out much. Too cold, too much snow, too much just too much. And I need the rest. And I keep thinking about, what it looks like for me to get the proper rest. And I think it's to rest my neck, and I think it's just to get off the laptop for a little bit, and I think it will help. I think I pushed a little too hard for January. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Forgive, if you feel like I didn't show up fully in some of these videos. I tried. I try my damnedest always. So for February, let me make sure I go into this. I'll give you guys get the sneak peek of like what's going to happen in February proper. I'll give you like the ideas for the videos themselves, and then will they actually be the ones that I do? Yes, that's the goal for this year, to do what I say I'm going to do and do it properly. So first we're going to start off with like February and NYC, a cozy winter vlog. That one, most likely you're going to see a trip to Union Square, Sugared and Bronzed. You're probably going to see maybe a couple dinner dates. I know that my husband and I have committed to like trying to go out a little bit more, so you'll probably see like a dinner date or two. There is going to be a morning routine video next month too, because I'm interested to see how it would do. I've never done like a proper routine style video on the channel, and I want to know. I want to know if it's something you guys end up watching. I have mentioned a ton of products that I use in other vlogs, so I'm curious to see if there is just like a space here for the guys that follow me, the guys and gals that follow me, to like know like a step-by-step what I do in my mornings. I'm probably going to do a voiceover about blogs, not vlogs, blogs with a B, because I did have a question about my website, and I did have a few people wonder if like the website is a good idea for me, considering that they aren't really like as popular. And I'm going to talk about the fact that they are. In fact, a lot of my income comes from my blog, so they're not dead. I also have a solo weekend in February because my husband's going to Pittsburgh, um, to I think it's like a guy's trip or something or tournament. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I'm going. There's a weekend where I will have it all to myself, and I'm probably going to vlog it all, so you guys can see what I'm doing on that weekend. It's probably just like getting my hair done and like doing all the girl shit and just like having a quiet home for 3-4 days straight, I think. So I'll show you that. And then like the creme de la creme of next month is the apartment tour. I've had several people ask me to update my apartment tour video. I really do have to do it now because I have legitimately like new pieces all over my house. And so those are pieces you guys are going to want to see and have me explain, and also try really hard not to forget my bedroom like I did last year. So that's the creme de la creme. That's the video that I want to put the most emphasis and focus on the most for the month of February. So I can't wait to do that. Um, and then I think I'm probably going to do another like New York City guide. And tentative title, don't quote me, something along the lines of, so you want to move to New York City, now what? Something like that. And just kind of give people some informative information about what New York is looking like now in this moment, um, from someone who isn't a white girl that lives in Bushwick or the West Village, from someone who has some color to her and lives uptown above 96th Street. So, a little bit of realism there because I've been noticing the ones that have been coming out recently, in the past few months, and I can't relate to them. It's so hard to. And then, you watch some other New York vloggers and they try to make their specific areas seem cool, or try to adapt them for the vlogger. And I get why you want to do that, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want to do that. Like, if I don't live in like the greatest part of an area, I need to tell you that I'm not going to make it look aesthetic because I need to get the views. I think that's dishonest. And I need to show you what New York is like for me as a Puerto Rican Dominican woman born and raised in New York City, like, granted, I grew up on the Upper West Side, but I've also lived in the Bronx and I've lived in Washington Heights, and I live in Harlem. And so I need to, when I do those New York City guides, it's with intention because I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to be one of these people that's romanticizing New York too much. I can romanticize my life within New York, but like, I think it's dishonest to say to you that certain parts of like Bensonhurst are fine. They're probably not. Like, why would I do that to you? Doesn't make sense. So sometimes I watch some vlogs and I can't believe what they try to get away with. I think the other day I saw one where there was this white girl trying to figure out like parts of Queens. And I was like, look, parts of Queens are just fine. There are also parts of Queens where there's nothing to do. And so how did you get a half hour out of this? And it's just mostly nothing informative, nothing worth any substance, but she gets views. So she's at the point where like she can make whatever she wants. Oh, hello, other people that are joining. Hello. So those are the 6 videos that I'm going to do for February. Like I said, it's going to be a light month because I went way too heavy in January, and I'm currently paying for it with like the worst of neck pain and back pain and all kinds of stuff when I could have just taken it easy for a little bit, and I chose not to. Honestly, if I was capable of taking like a month off my laptop, I would try so hard, but I can't do that because I have to edit and I have other people's assets to worry about for other companies, and I just have too much. I have to keep working on the posture. There I go again, slumping. You see that? Every 5 to 10 minutes or so on this, you'll notice I'm slumping. Just the worst posture possible. How long we been on? 25 minutes. Look at that. Almost done. Oh my gosh. Let me go back to my notes. Guys, every time I'm in my notes, I've lost the plot, right? You guys know that by now. This is live stream number 30. I've done this 30 times. And the only time I ever left the space was when I live streamed from my kitchen once because I thought it'd be nice and different. And it just became confusing and chaotic. And I hated it. It's still up if you want to watch it one day. Yeah. If you go into my lives tab, I think it's the second one I ever did. I was just straight up like in my kitchen cooking instead of like engaging with you all. Just nothing last year made sense. I'm trying. This is the year of last year was the year of trying a bunch of things and sticking it to the wall and see what stuck. This year, it's more intentional about what it is you guys want to see rather than what I want to see. So I have my entire schedule for the year planned out, but it is ever changing based on what you guys tell me. So that's why I write so much in the community posts, why I always encourage comments, why I always encourage you guys to just kind of tell me what you want, because I will legit go into my calendar and change up my months based on what you guys want to see. I've done it a few times already in like the past couple of weeks based on comments and stuff like that. So keep doing it, because how else am I going to give you guys the stuff you want to see if you guys aren't telling me what it is you want to see? You know what I mean? So be intentional with that, and but also don't give me dumb ideas either. Like, don't necessarily like test me OD, but like giving me something impossible, but also be intentional. Let it be about New York, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Help a girl out here. She's trying to make it in these YouTube streets. um, Making it, doing it her way, which is already like 20 times harder. It's going to take me much longer than most because I don't really do the typical finance stuff or like YouTube channel growth stuff. You'd be shocked at how boring a lot of that is. But people buy into it because they also want to do this, and so they want the ways to do it, and so that's why those channels grow so much faster and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think that January was reflective, and January was a chance to change and to grow a little bit and to cut weeds out, weeds being people that didn't or wouldn't see me for the person that I am and for the person I want to be. Whenever someone, decides that they don't see you the way that you really are, they see a version of you in their head that I've never loved that. Like, those are not your people. And so you got to try to find your people. And that's one of the things I'll be exploring besides the vlogging this year, is just kind of figuring out who my people are now. Because it's so much different than it's so much different than what it used to be. Um, Boy, I'm really thinking about that now. Like, wow, who are my people? and at 39, I'm still trying to figure out who I am and what I'm doing here. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I left the newsletter link in the chat. I left my blog link in the chat, and I left the link to my newest blog in the chat. So if any of you want to like go in there, do your thing, because this is ending soon, you certainly can. I think I am going to go live next week. I'm pretty sure that's like February 4th or 5th or something like that. All of February, I don't really have much planned, besides the stuff that I mentioned in what I'm going to vlog about. So I really wish I could say I had more stuff for you, but it is just too cold. It is just too cold, and I don't like the cold, and um, you're going to get a lot of inside content. All right, guys and dolls, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So if you have been here with me the entire time, I say thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Ooh, we did it, guys. Half hour. Over a half hour now. Yeah, if you guys need me for anything, leave me a comment in the community post. Leave me a comment on one of these videos. I will be here. I'm chronically online. It's annoying. It's probably why I have all the neck problems that I do. This has got to be tech neck. I'm so convinced. Anyway, I love you guys and dolls, and I will see you on the next one, which is probably next week, next Thursday at 2 o'clock, like always.